Let me bring it down.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Tuesday. Great you are. Welcome to Tuesday. We're at the Podcast Networking Event and Showcase presented by Seven Music Managed Group LLC. And we got a number of podcasts here. But first up, we got a legend here in podcasting. It's going to come talk to us, Miss Nina Capone.
Yes. Guys. Look, I'm just happy to be here. I'm honored to be on all the podcasts. I love this. It was just me, so now it's like all of you, and I love it.
So we're just meeting for the first time. I'm Jenny Schmanny.
Nice to meet you.
My co-host Fred.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
All right.
We got the DJ.
Well, we got the DJ in the back, so we're gonna have to deal with that.
You guys, it's exclusive here at the networking event. We have the pioneer of pioneers of podcasting, guys. This is something huge. If you are someone who has streamed, if you have someone who has put in your podcast, you need to come and pay homage. You need to get on this live and share this. This is a moment. We're the first podcast to get her because that's what the Comfort Podcast do. That's what we do on the Comfort Level Podcast. We get it first. It is such an honor.
The honor is all mine, you guys. So first, congratulations on your podcast. I know the work that goes into it, and hopefully I can share some more tools with you guys tonight.
Yes, that's what we're hoping. We pride ourselves in learning from others.
Absolutely.
Without you guys coming first, we wouldn't even know how to do this.
Absolutely. So hopefully I can give you guys some of the tools that I use. I'm dropping all the jewels tonight. I'm not a gatekeeper, so get your pens and pads ready.
Yes.
I want you to know, I want everybody to succeed. A lot of money in this, and I think a lot of us aren't tackling the money. We're not getting the money.
Right.
We're having fun, right? We need that money. We need to get paid. And it took me a long time to get the checks. So we all got the checks, right?
I think it's our time, baby. It's our time.
I don't think that they're going to hear us. Yo, Seth.
Listen,
Check it.
my biggest question is, are you excited about the artist that's going to perform tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm an artist first. I'm Nina Capone. So, you don't drop that.
That's all right. You knew that was coming. Like, so you going to give us a little something tonight? Like, are we going to be able to
that adrenaline, once the rappers start rapping and it hit me,
I'm
the
just
ghost of Nina
saying.
Capone will creep in.
I'm just saying, I feel like the message.
We're going to have a lot of rappers tonight. We got a lot of things going on, such as brand sponsorship, artist interviews. Like Nina said, we got a lot of business intervention going on, as well as our vendors and our merchandise.
Yes, and there's a lot of amazing stuff.
I'm famous for the raffles going down tonight. We'll tell you about that a little bit later, but right now I'm interested in this lady because she's been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
How did you get started?
So I am a technologist. I am to start a technologist. I do own a tech firm right over in Fallcroft. One of the first Black female-owned tech firms. So as a child artist, I was a child prodigy, 12 years old, in industry, flying around the world. Mom and dad. Mom just did a show. Shout out to her. Yesterday, she's still touring. So, just moving around in the industry, being behind the scenes, getting to meet the engineers. So it really starts with learning who's behind the scenes, figuring out what they're doing. I'm a kid, so I want to push the buttons. What does that do? What does that do? Gain my interest in some of the interviews that my mom was doing, and that I was doing as well. But really, like, how does this all work? Really gained my interest in UK. There was a station where they started streaming and phone calls, the radio. I was friends with Cosmic Kev. I'm like, I wanna do my own radio station. They gave me access to Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, wow.
So way back when it first started, which was like early 2003, 4, something like that. And I started out with all females. So it was like girly music radio. Because I was like, you know what? They don't play enough girl rappers. So this is all about girls. And I had this whole woman empowerment thing. My co-host was Dutch for Major Figures, and so he was the co-host, and we had a great time. And after that, it kind of grew, so we kept getting a lot of guys calling in, and I was like, all right, now I'm being biased. That's when In the Streets Radio became the station, and we started to host other podcasts on there, just helping other people kind of get the grip of things. Being in tech, we know we get on these computers and here go this technology in front of us, and we're like, all right, I want to do this, but I'm aggravated because I got to upload this or add this or change this into this file. You and every single person that tries the podcast, right? So with that in mind, I started to teach people how to kind of get started, how to get on to the mic and talk. Being in the industry so long, it was, I learned to interview. I was trained to interview. But how do you interview someone else?
Right.
How do you continue a conversation? Because technically, when we're podcasting, we're talking to ourselves.
Right.
We hope you're listening, right?
Right.
But
I got tired of that, though. I got tired. I didn't know if anybody was listening to me or not.
Exactly. And the key point of that, it doesn't matter, because eventually someone will. We create archives, so think of it like that. Yeah, so you just go for it. And once you get comfortable just going for it and talking and sharing information, I'm a crazy person, so I'll be talking about
just
like sitting there just having a ball. They like, she is having so much fun by herself. But that's the thing, just really kind of interact with yourself, answer yourself, create your own audience, right?
That's a lot of self-awareness right there. That's self-love.
Have fun. Know that you're educating someone. Know that someone wants to be in your seat, right? So you're helping them with that strength to speak and to talk and to educate and to give information. I got a stack of information next to me at all times. Like, what I gotta tell them about this. I want to share this with y'all. And that's what it's about.
Most of the time, like it be for me though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I share it with everybody else.
You want to learn? You learn. So each one teach one. That was something. If you ever heard of the artists, Artists United, that was our moniker. Each one teach one. We bring artists in and we teach them what we learned. Because why gatekeep the information?
Right. How do you continue the legacy
if you don't share it? You gotta pass it along. Which is why I love podcasters, and people think that because I don't get out much, I'm a nerd. I'm in the computer land all the time.
That's unique and amazing.
And that's
it's hard when you're
I love it. I love it. But I still got to get out
the energy
and get my, get my rap on and do this and do that. But then I go back into my cave and I got to rebuild, like we just rebuilt in the Streets Radio.
That energy real quick.
Because I didn't want to do the setups anymore. I'm like, I want to be able to walk around on my phone and do an interview like right here. So I had to integrate everything that exists, right?
Oh, man.
So we just upgraded, and these are things that I want to share with you guys. Some of the tools that I'm using. These are a lot of new tools that just came out. Talking about how you podcast, but make money from podcasting, how you get advertisers, how you're constantly making money from each and every podcast. You got to start small. I tell people, if it's 50 cents, if I make $29.95 a month, I am happy, okay?
And it's legit and it's organic.
Exactly. So we build and we create content. I have over 14 years of archives on my website where anyone can click to, and we share that information. Never, I said it's never deleted. It's online.
Okay, so you can always go back and get the knowledge.
And we're just as a portfolio where people say, well, how long you been around? I'm like, I don't know. Let's get the click.
Bring it back.
Let's
got receipts.
Right.
Live
receipts. And that's important. So, this is what I do, guys.
We got a legend in the building right now. This is so exclusive. Y'all don't even understand what's happening right now.
Any deep questions, y'all just feel free to ask.
I think we're gonna have the kidnapper on the side, guys. We got a whole event happening, but I mean, like,
first started podcast.
Definitely was the biggest struggle.
A lot with the electronics.
Okay.
I just want everything to work as long as we can hear it, we can play it, and we're hooked on to
everything's connected, the internet, nothing's dropping. I think that's the biggest problem everyone has. I mean, that was of course mine because I started so long ago, and everything was new, so it wasn't like we had this great internet speed and we had Wi-Fi, but it wasn't like it was still kind of slow. So it was connecting to that. We couldn't like take a laptop and walk over there. We were plugged in to the modem, and it was kind of, setting the mics up. we didn't have the live streaming and all of that stuff. So we had cameras up, had a camera guy here and a camera guy there, you know. So we were making it happen, but you know, it was a lot more to it.
So watch they grow up.
Oh my gosh! And I get excited every time I learn something. So it's like,
oh my God,
I tap in and I'm like, oh, I gotta try it out, you know. So I think the equipment and getting that stuff situated in your flow, because my flow wouldn't necessarily be yours. You know, we gotta really look and see, okay, how do I do this comfortably? I literally plug into my cell phone and I do my interview like this. You know, it's like, and then it streams to all my channels, right? You know, because it's all about.
So it's more like an audio when you do them sometimes.
It's audio. I do a lot of audio, so let's talk
you
about
like
that.
set up right? Do you set up a phone?
You should always do both. And I'm going to get onto that always. Or you can split the track. There's ways to do that as well because you want to monetize both. Right, the content that you create becomes a lot of content.
Right.
Don't think of it as just, okay, we just did our podcast. No, you just created content for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. You know, not including, you know, Spotify, YouTube. You just created all of this content. So now it's about taking and repurposing that content over and over and over and over again.
And I think that's what it is. It's the consistency of how do you keep delivering it.
Absolutely.
So how often are your podcasts?
I have 3 podcasts because I'm a nightmare of a person. And
it's been busy.
I have a system, right? So, okay, I'm going to tell you how I do it. So the first one is 10 minutes of talk.
Okay.
It speaks for itself. It's 10 minutes, right?
Okay.
10 minutes is an audio podcast where I just go on and I educate someone. 10 minutes of information. That's it, right? And then I created boundaries for myself. I know when to stop. Timers, right? So it's 10 minutes of talk. The next one is random conversations. It's when I just walk up to anybody and just,
boom, let's talk.
Do you mind if I interview you? Okay, can we record this?
I love that.
And it's random conversation. So that's another one of our shows. And then the big show, Respect the Hustle. When I find you guys and say, tell me what motivates you, and those are the sit down actual video podcasts that, you know, I'm pretty much known for, but you know, we make more money actually than audio podcasts, you know. So the Respect the Hustle podcast, that's the fun one, that's the one we wild out. We had everybody on that podcast. But you know, we have the audio podcast as well, and I do those simultaneously because you know, I like the money.
I like that. She was like, "Show me the dollars." Boom, here's your interview. Let's get it popping.
Exactly.
I love it.
And I didn't waste any time. I mean, I do the Respect the Hustle podcast once a week. That allows me time to actually put that content out there and get that content out there. No, I don't breathe. Nobody got time for that. We got to get the money. We need to repurpose the content to make sure that.
So you find the different ways to keep it flowing.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that.
Absolutely. And that's some of the things I'm gonna share with you guys tonight because there's tools out here to make that happen, you know, and that's what we need to do. We need to use those tools.
What about the up and coming podcast? So are you going to show the people who don't have the big budgets or the big backing how to get all that? I don't do anything
with a whole bunch of money. So I'm gonna tell you, listen.
This is what we need to know, people.
Anything I'm talking about is for the low budget. It's for the just getting started because I do even making money. Why rich people don't stay rich by spending money.
I don't even know how to make it consistently
okay?
with or without a whole lot.
Exactly, you know, and that's the thing. What
they say, don't get ready, stay ready.
Don't get too excited here.
Right.
Yeah, don't get too excited and think, okay, I'm a
don't
boss
get comfortable,
now.
Right.
No, never get comfortable.
You always gotta stay on the grind. I like that.
Stay on the grind. Still use the free tools. Find out what's free. Find out what's low cost. Of course, we're gonna have to make some investments, but keep it low. Start small. Tell everybody, don't jump in and try to spend $250 a month. You ain't making.
Right.
Because I don't spend what I don't make.
Right. Don't live above your means.
Never, ever. So we stay in the grounds. If you know you can afford $25 a month, guess what? There's a plan on there that's $25. If not, guess what? Call them.
Right.
Call them.
Because they'll negotiate sometimes too.
They will. Call them. I call everybody.
They want it.
Listen, I really want to use your software. I love it. I don't have $75 a month. Can you work with me? This is who I am. You can look up my podcast. This is what I'm doing. We have to get out and talk to people. We got to figure out where it exists. Is it tangible? Everything's tangible. Everything's important. So we got to jump out and get it, right?
We're going to definitely be front and center.
Yep, I'm in Fall Cross. I'll give you my card as well.
Yeah, we definitely got to connect because I would love to go deep with you on the podcast and really be able to have, so we can really get all our questions all together because I got like a bookwork. So, right, I think that we would love that. And we would love to be able to come maybe on your podcast. Let's collab.
Check me out and sit with me and let me.
We can get our 10-minute lessons. We can show you some new technology. You can show us how to work it.
How much I've been asked to help me work, whatever. Like I don't like sound effects and stuff like that. I don't even really know how to really do it.
Right.
I just know that we can.
But that's the key. You're doing it.
You know what I mean?
You're doing it.
See, when the legend tell you you're doing it, I think we doing big things.
I look at people when they come in. I work at Comcast. Okay, one of the largest conglomerates in the world. I'm an engineer. And the thing is, we tell people, listen, you go in when all my staff used to come in. I was the trainer, and they would be like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. I'm like, break it. That's what they got us for. They pay us to fix it. Break it.
Hey, why not?
We want to shut somebody's business down. They be all right. It goes down. It happens.
Wow.
So we got to think about,
no mistakes, just memories.
No mistakes, just mistakes, right? So break it. Go in. You gotta try it. If you are afraid to move forward, you'll never move.
I think
you'll
everyone
always be
wishes they
there.
had a boss like her.
You know?
Like what?
She about to let
I wish my boss would be like, look, don't worry about it. Just break it. You ain't gotta tell me nothing.
And that's the thing. You gotta try stuff, and a lot of people get a little afraid because it's like, well, I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
You can't. Guess what? If I can't fix it, there's somebody that can. Okay, and that's how we operate. That's how we've operated our departments and any tech department that I done ran over the years. I don't work for anybody now, but back in my days when I was just working at different companies, that was my structure for everyone. Listen, break it. Break it, because once you break it, you'll learn how to put it back together. Or you gotta watch me put it back together. We're gonna do it together, right?
I like that.
And that's it. And same with podcasting. Like I said, my flow may not be your flow. I can give you ideas, but I can't structure you.
Right.
Because you're gonna be like, yeah, but I like it over here, and I like to do it this. I'm like, all right, girl, go ahead, knock yourself out.
But with the fundamentals,
that's
you
it.
still get to that.
Everybody need a baseline. I call it college.
Yes.
Because I ain't learned nothing in college. It's a baseline. I'm like, okay, this is the foundation. It ain't teach me nothing that I do.
Right. It just says put these things over here.
That's it.
Cool. All right. Now I'm gonna do what I do.
With the tools.
Right.
Do you do the podcast by yourself? Do you have co-hosts?
Occasionally, yes. So I do bring in
DJs, you got your Twitch.
I do a lot of different things just to kind of mix it up sometimes. So sometimes I'm live at an event, or sometimes I'm in the studio with a bunch of people. I'll have guest co-hosts. The main host is me, and then I'll bring other people in. And the reason for that is because I have no patience. I'll be real. I have no patience, and I am a very organized person. And it's like when I say this is the time that we start, and I used to have co-hosts, and they were the bomb. They were the bomb, and we fought and argued and everything. But guess what? When the show comes on at 7 o'clock, the show is on at 7 o'clock. Like, you're gonna look crazy walking in on the show at 7 o'clock or 7:08. Okay. We on and popping. And that's the thing. It's just a learning experience. It teach people. Anybody work with me be like, I don't even play with Nina because we already know the show must go on.
I love that.
Especially when we're live and we're trying to actually be consistent with something, because if we look at our counterparts, they're not doing it. They ready. Yes. We gotta be sometimes the mic shut down.
We have to be stickers to that.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we'll say,
no matter what,
but we always have the option of throwing up a recap sometimes.
But communication is always, communication is
that's it.
Makes it better.
I like to blast my guys live and say, well, I don't know if you know who Rambo from Nowadays. I'd be like, he's about to be late, y'all. So he was one of the hosts.
I think she got me a couple times. She was like, "Fire's not here yet." I was like, "I'm like,
those papers. Oh my God, he had it bad. He
you know, we got to make everything fun.
Keep it fun.
And
Keep
keep
it love.
it fun. I mean,
Yeah, keep it
sometimes people
positive.
mess up. I had a guy who was always going to do something wrong every time. I knew it was coming. But, you know, we put him on blast for it. I'm like, y'all not about to put him on blast, right? And they know.
Like,
Everybody
here we
know.
go.
Here we go.
He was a great asset to my show. He'll be here tonight.
Awesome.
Shout out to
Okay.
Baker.
Yes.
And that's the thing. It's all love, you know. I always say, you know, you can chastise in a joking way, and they know that
Chastise
you're
with
serious.
love,
You know,
man.
it's like,
Chastise with
get it
love.
right. Come on, I need y'all to be on point.
You don't gotta break down
Right.
somebody or tear down somebody. You know, it's always
Absolutely not,
love.
ever.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say it right here live so y'all hear it. He told me, he said, you can't put the shit back in the horse's head.
Not at all.
That's a bar right there. That
That
might have to go into.
watch, you know,
You have to put that in.
Absolutely.
He's right.
So what's your next? Where are y'all going to? What's the journey like right now? How's it been?
Well, the journey's been hard. All the things that you said are all the things that we're trying to achieve.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why we're out here doing these network events, so we can try to show people, you know, what we have and what we can offer as far as the podcast and the radio stations. I got a radio station. I haven't even went live with it yet.
Okay.
Straight rotation music 24/7.
Right.
Yeah, I know that. It's right there. You're not even
Learning everything.
I mean, and that's the thing. Once you
You gotta take your time and take steps.
You
You know what I mean?
take
If
steps.
You can't
Yep.
rush it. I always say you can't rush it.
and I'm the pivot queen, so I'm quick to change. I didn't change the
Like,
whole
hold on,
picture
let
up
me
in the
change
last
this real
month.
quick.
So you know, but you gotta grow.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're growing. That's
If
your
you don't
next
take
growth.
chances, you can't grow.
You can't. You can't. You'll get stuck right there doing exactly what you've been doing
like
over and
you
again.
said, events and stuff. I'm at events, you know.
Awesome.
I met and network with a lot of people, you know, that basically.
You got the event with the Mag ACX1 studios coming up.
Nice.
So it's really cool. I think we've been doing a lot of experiences. You know, we talk with a lot of people. We talk about health products and health issues, a lot of society issues.
Right.
With bringing some of those people back.
Okay.
Podcasts,
I was gonna ask, what's your
that's
follow
why
up
you
like?
don't see them.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I do have some good people, but some of them I be scared of.
Mhm.
I be scared to bring them on because I be scared I'm gonna mess up. I messed up with Buddha.
But
When you say messed up, when you say messed up,
I wouldn't say it was really a mess
what's a
up.
mess up?
A technical issue happened. However, me and her, I always say, you know, we always say that we double trouble when we get together. So when I seen a technical glitch, I grabbed the ball and I kept it going. So we kept the interview going, and it was a great interview, and he loved it. You know, so like I always say,
she was on
yeah.
and I was on
It happens though. It
So
happens, and
you got, like you said, the show goes on,
the show
right?
must go on.
In my eyes, it was like she imaginary tagged me and come on, sis, let's get it. And I grabbed the ball and kept it moving. I know, it was so crazy. Yeah, I was in Connecticut. My niece was just born, so I had to take an emergency trip.
We got to do those things. We got to know how to pivot when something goes wrong. It's
but
time.
I never thought that it would, you know, because it never happened before.
Life
And I didn't
be
know
life.
that she
Surprise!
Right, life
Surprise!
be life.
Surprise!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I
And
said, we
everything
laughed
was
about
good.
the
And got
improv.
the video
That's good.
edited and everything. Took the last part, was going out 15 minutes flat.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was still running.
And she messaged me. I said, all you got to do is end it. It's
Come
good.
back
We
and
did
you
it.
come back and you apply. I apologize for what happened.
Yeah.
You know,
No
oh
one
my
even
God,
noticed
technical-
at first. Like it was
happens
like,
so often.
did she go? And I was like, she had to get into the, you know, da-da-da. And they was like, he was like, let's keep it going then. Let's talk about it. And so we talked about it, and we had a lot of views. It went good. Yeah, it went good.
So it's
Teamwork
not a
make the
mess up.
dream
It's
work.
not a
Right.
mess up. That was a learning experience.
Right.
We don't mess up.
See, I don't want to be bringing good people in there because see, I need to bring people.
Bring them
But you
on.
want? I feel that we should
Bring
do
them
it
on.
because
Bring them
we're
on.
giving them our pure self, our true self.
Yeah.
A lot of people do this and they're scripted. We're not scripted. We're as real as it can get. If we were one of those scripted, I'm pretty sure
We're
she'd
gonna
look
talk
at
about
us
that.
like.
We're gonna talk about that. I got something for
You
y'all.
got a little manifest.
But energy connects energy, and if the energy wasn't right, I don't think she would have came over here with us. If that energy was like, "Come here, so I can sell you on my," I think if she felt that motive, she'd have been like, "Yeah,
It's a combination, and that's one of the things I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. And this is beautiful today. So,
she's good for this, and I love it.
It's you need clip notes. Everybody needs clip notes.
We always have something to look back to.
You don't need a full script. They don't got to be word for word, but clip notes are awesome. You have to have them. You got to stay on topic, especially when you're rambling on. I'm a rambler, so I'm like, all right, let me get to what I gotta say. Okay, next up, we need to get to this, right? So that's super important, So thank you for having us.
It's truly an honor, and if you guys are not here tonight to witness this in person, you're crazy. You're crazy. This is a podcast networking event, and we have Nina Capone right here. You have all your answers right here. Don't miss it. We're not even gonna give you everything because you gotta come and see this in person. We want you to come get this.
I'm dropping all jewels.
All the jewels are on the table.
Everything that I can get out, and whatever time that they kick me off the stage, I'm dropping.
And we definitely gonna try to keep her as long as we can. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the vibes. Definitely.
And I'll definitely be sharing. I'm gonna share some information, and then I'm gonna collect information so I can send it out. So I'll be collecting email addresses so I can send what I'm talking about. I'm gonna send it to everyone.
Plug here, y'all.
So
y'all gonna miss it. Don't miss it. You still have time to pull up and turn up.
It's so important though, that we as a community, when podcasters start making money. I see a lot of different podcasts. I know podcasters make millions of dollars. What are you doing different? So it's a way to get there, but it takes drive and consistency. Consistency is key. No matter what else you're doing, you don't have to do. I think sometimes we think we gotta do a lot of something, and it's actually just a little bit and consistent amount of time and put it in. Put the work in. Tell people you have 5 podcasts, you can go ahead and get monetized. It's just that simple. And I think that we think bigger than what it really is, what the requirement really is, and it's like, shrink it down and go for the money. Go for the money first.
Tonight we about to find out what we've been thinking too big and too much on. Y'all not about to get no more of this. Y'all not about to get nope. We're gonna let Miss Nina go.
Down here so that y'all can hear because you might miss something.
That's it. Because we want to make sure you can get some time to relax. Because we are ready for you. We want to listen. We about to get ready to take these notes. Thank you for letting us steal her away from you. I am good for that. I was looking like, I need 22 seconds real quick.
It's as if you come over and earn an extra ticket when you get an interview.
And you got a ticket.
I gotta win something.
Yes, we're going to win something tonight, girl.
I gotta win something.
We told you guys, we got prizes, interviews. It's going down tonight, right here. We are here at the Darby Diner and Event Space, 16th North 9th Street, Darby, PA. This is where you want to be at. You see the legend, podcast legend, and lyricist. Nina Capone is in the building, y'all.
Right.
That name means business on levels. Y'all tuned in to the Cover Level Podcast. Frank on legit. The host, Jenny Schminny, your girl Fire Nation Flames. Y'all know what it is, man. Pull up and turn up.
That's right.